Ooh.
Hello and welcome to a very special Wednesday night Onlyfigs. I'm your host, Mr. Montoyfer, and I'm joined by the founder of the Necilluminati, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator of pre-orders, the perfect person, the two-time daddy, my YouTube wife, Mrs. Montoyfer, Jamar_Games. But that's not all. I'm also joined by the consumer of all things vile, one of the former co-hosts of Fairly Speaking podcast, the man with more titties than he can count, Corey! And last but certainly not least, he is the man Montoyfer has full custody over. The man known as Bearded Spice. The man Optimus Prime popped and he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the Master of Mac, the three-pump chump of taking the show off the rails, Nate. How is everyone doing? Because exactly 4 years ago today, our first video went up on YouTube. Yeah. It's not like I tagged you guys in a post or anything. Thank you, Nate. At least somebody around here gives a shit. No. Why is it not?
You guys. Oh, listen to this guy. That is just so sweet. And oh my god, just pulled the longest hair out of
Where'd
my
that
hat. The hat. Apparently my wife must have worn it because
Oh.
this didn't come from me.
You better hope it
I was
was
like,
your wife or your intro.
I don't know who else it
Unless
would
he
be.
borrowed the hat from somebody else.
Stole someone
I
else's hat.
I didn't.
Borrowed.
I didn't. I dressed up for the
Borrowed.
occasion. I figured it's an anniversary special, so
Yeah, I totally need that.
you know,
too.
I'll try to look like as many 80s characters at once as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie, I debate
Yeah.
on. I have one of the old Fallout Vault-Tec party hats that we gave away at GameStop for the pre-release.
I was looking for something like that. Yeah, we did.
I
don't
debate.
have
I debated
anything.
on wearing it, but like it's in one of these boxes, and I don't know which one yet.
Yeah.
And I was already running out of time just getting this what I have up set up. So here we are.
Everybody's in a new location.
Yeah, me
Well-
too. Me too.
Well, hey, I have an Indiana Jones hat too.
Hey, that's the man with the hat. It's a little.
It's a little rough.
I know.
It's a little
Okay,
rounded.
You gotta
It's been
fold it
beat
up.
up.
a little.
It's definitely
Yeah.
been beat up. Yeah.
Eh,
Well, I got
Like,
this when
got
I
this
got
shit,
married,
put it away.
so
Oh,
hmm.
it's been around for a minute.
Oh man. All right. So, what, Nate? Do you have a wonderful numbers game for our anniversary special?
Oh, I have
do.
to be thinking.
I do. I don't have a ton of details because I looked it up, and now I can't even find my phone anyway. So, if you wanted me to read stuff, that's going to be a problem.
That will be a
Okay.
problem eventually.
I got it now.
Okay.
All right, so I'll quickly look, and if I jump off the audio, then that will suck. But starting in the year 1988, Mystery Science Theater 3000 premiered, and including the original run and the recent Netflix run, how many total episodes of Mystery Science Theater have there been?
What?
What?
Just to clarify,
Can you rephrase it in like maybe less words? Because I got very confused very quickly.
just how many episodes?
How many
right?
episodes did Mystery Science Theater 3000 have?
Okay.
I did not know it started in 1988.
When did it run till? Did you say that?
Nope.
Fuck.
You said something about Netflix.
It has a
though, repeat
Netflix
that.
season.
Oh,
okay,
so
okay.
God, that's at least 20 years.
Yeah, but
that
it
doesn't
like
mean
got
it was-
canceled too for a while. I don't know. This is like a throw up.
Let's just throw this on here. I'm gonna go with.
And I am not going to throw up a number, only because my phone is being stupid. So I'm just gonna say it, but at this point, if you think I'm biased, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. So while we
I feel like I've played favoritism on all three of you at some point.
probably, I know Jamar would definitely say you've played favoritism to me during the name that Motu character. So while we get all set up here in chat, we've got Big Troy's Collectibles. How's it going, man?
Yeah.
Ravenous Lobo, we haven't seen you in a while. He says, happy 4-year anniversary. I think I've been here for maybe 2 years, but who knows anymore? Yeah, it feels like a lot less time, to be honest. Fig Fan
Yes.
Samurai, happy 4 years, boys. How's it going, man?
What's up?
All right.
Everyone know this but me?
I don't. What, the answer?
No, the 4 years.
Well, the thumbnail and the title
the
says
thumbnail.
4 years.
Okay,
So that's how
okay.
they know.
I was like, what's happening?
Yes, everybody but you knew this. All right, is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Do I want to keep this?
I don't know. Do you?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh God!
Wow!
So drastically
What
different
a
answers.
range! What a range!
I figured they were shooting for 3,000.
Well, that would have been incorrect. Corey is the closest at 234.
Damn.
Oh my!
Right.
At least I wasn't as far off as Jamar, so I don't feel as bad.
234?
But also keep in mind that one episode is like an hour and a half long. So
I don't know. I didn't know how long they got canceled for, because 20 years.
yeah, it ran from like 88 or 89 to like 99, and then they did the movie, and then the other guys went off to do riff tracks, which I didn't count that.
So what you're
and then the
telling
new
me is
version-
realistically it was only 10 like full years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they came back for Netflix, which was 3 seasons.
Yeah, I probably would have been down at like
That's only
300
what I
something
thought.
at that point, but
Yeah, but I purposely didn't tell you.
yeah, I know I didn't like that. I like it when we have a
Yeah,
range.
well,
I was actually not even thinking of years. I was like, how many crappy movies are
Right.
there to make fun of?
That's a
And
lot.
you
one
only-
that like
I
that
feel
you
like
can
there's
like
way more.
afford the licensing for.
Right, right.
That's fair.
Or just not pay licensing because everybody who owns it is dead.
Yeah, there's that too. A lot of those were in the public domain.
Jesus. So Corey, you're
All
first.
right. All right.
Yeah, Corey's first.
So, no surprise here. I have a lot of McFarlane figures. I tried something in the past couple weeks, and I was like, I don't remember which one of you guys said it the last time, but buying pre-orders at multiple stores and just seeing who delivers it first
Oh yeah.
might have been. I don't remember.
I feel like Nate
Um,
said it, but we all were like, "Oh, 100%." Yeah, that's just the name of the game.
So I put that line of thinking with the new couple waves of McFarlane figures, thinking I was like, I know I'll get a variant, something. It hasn't worked out so good so far. So
Did you end up before the same figure?
well, so I purposefully I ordered them from Target, and Target has been playing that game where they're like, we canceled it, or it's going to be delayed. You got to tell us that you still want it in 4 minutes, or we're going to cancel it. So I've been doing that, and I wonder if they're like, God, he's up at 4 a.m. and he's up at 1 a.m. We can't get him yet.
Trying to cancel us.
But yeah, we're just playing chicken now. It was similar. The similar thing happened with the Masters of the Universe Sunman that they were offering for $10. That I'm pretty sure nobody actually got. But yeah, so I ordered them from Target. I ordered them from McFarlane himself, and I got the McFarlane set. It was not variants, so it's the Plastic Man Wave, which I wanted the regular version of this Aquaman anyway. I love Total Justice, but I don't need the variant Aquaman for it. That's kind of a zany variant in my opinion.
That's good because you saw that and left it on the shelf.
Yeah,
I
man.
did. I did.
Weak move.
What's funny though is because of that, So in that set, I got the normal Jon Stewart, which is cool. He's got the normal Green Lantern. But then after I saw this one, I was like, ooh, maybe I did want the other one because that's the more. I wouldn't say the more known Jon Stewart outfit, but maybe like the more. He's different at least, like because this is just like
Hal Jordan.
a Hal Jordan figure with like Jon Stewart's head on him. So what's funny?
I feel like that should have been the variant.
Yeah, I would think so. But the Target one just came today, and I opened it up, and I did get it. So
nice.
Oh, nice.
This will be the one I keep for him for sure. I'm probably just going to get rid of the other one. There's way too many figures coming out now to keep all these weird ass variants.
The UPCs are the same, so you can take it back to Target.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is
Right.
that normally what you just do? Just take them?
Yeah. I mean, actually, I'll probably return it to Amazon because I got the Target ones for cheaper.
I thought you were gonna say so. You have to do it for real people.
I don't comprehend how Target is like, hey, there's pre-orders, and then they come out with a sale, and then the sale
has the time.
is okay for pre-orders. It's like, what are you doing? Like that.
It feels like somebody like can just flip a switch on that, and they just don't.
Right. Yeah. There's definitely a button somewhere. I know, but like at the same time, it's aggravating because you're like, oh sweet, I pre-ordered this whole wave for like cheaper, and then months go by, and then they're like, hey, by the way, we can't give you those other two figures, and you're like, they're gone now. You know, it's aggravating. But so I tried this same process with the new collector's edition waves, and I did Penguin, got shot down, got a normal version, which I actually returned already. Because I don't really want the normal version. I just want the superpowers version of that Penguin. And then I got Starfire as well. So I don't necessarily know if I want Blackfire because yes, it's a completely different figure, but it doesn't look anything like her. Like she doesn't have black hair in like any rendition of her. As far as I know of. So,
technically, Teen Titans, the cartoon, she had black hair.
Oh, well, okay.
That's not Teen Titans, the cartoon.
Either I know the one that the figure they made is not. I'm aware.
I know, but I'm just saying. The Starfire in the cartoon wasn't that bumpy. Just, yeah.
Well, I would hope not.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm definitely.
I don't know. I didn't watch the cartoon
because she's awesome.
Wasn't that bumpy?
She's absolutely awesome. I really dig the way this figure looks.
Do you like those bumps?
Yeah, they're okay. The lady lumps is what you mean? Yeah.
Bumpy.
Check it out. But I definitely think it's one of the better McFarlane women for sure.
There's not very many of them because Todd doesn't believe in lady action figures. So
let me roll my eyes. How many times are we going to go over this? But anyways, I got those, and I'm still waiting. Like Target is still has their Superman, still delayed or whatever. The Superman and the there's one more. I'm drawing the Batman. Well, the Batman I did not order because from Target. I got it on through McFarlane, but that excuse me, that figure is going to be everywhere.
Yeah,
it's like double packed. Even for a Batman figure, it's going to be. But I did open up Blue Superman, and he looks pretty awesome. I think it's just so funny how like the social medias are like, these are the best figures in the wave, and it was like, I mean, Nate, you remember when these guys came out, like. Everyone hated this whole thing. Like Superman's electric.
Everything is okay with a little bit of time.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, then, maybe not everything, but most things.
Everything.
Most things.
There's some things.
For good or bad. I feel like everything is coming back around. I don't know.
Well, everything.
Yeah, I mean, it comes back around, yes, but you didn't specify that. You just said it becomes okay.
I will say, it feels like every rendition finds its audience.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I got was
Ooh, I
Marvel
want that
Legends.
cable. I usually don't do a lot of Legends, but that cable is very Marvel vs. Capcom, so I feel like I need it.
Exactly. Yep. And with the way the Street Fighter figures are coming out now, and I'm just waiting for them to announce, some other Capcom licenses. If Jada could get, a Resident Evil license, oh man, I would freak out.
There is hope for a Marvel vs. Capcom line solely because now Capcom has made good with Marvel again because they were at odds for a couple years after the last game came out. But now they seem to be back on like good terms because they're releasing a collection.
Oh yeah, I'm totally
So,
getting that.
Me too.
That collection.
I hope they do a
awesome.
collector edition.
Collector edition of the collection?
Yep.
I can see it.
I just hope I hope this, like, I don't know, opens up new avenues to where Marvel's like, hey, we should start making games like Ultimate Alliance again because everybody loved that. Because I miss games like that, just brawlers of running around and like a roster of like a million Marvel characters. That's pretty much all the game was.
Yeah, it was the top-down kind of like
There one like Marvel
Gauntlet.
Diablo.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, but
like
that
Diablo.
was like wait, no, never mind. I'm thinking of what was the
Yeah.
Sun one?
Oh,
It's made
the
by the
Midnight Suns.
Yeah, Midnight Suns. Yeah, that I thought that's what you were going with the real-time strategy.
No, we're talking about like 20 years ago on GameCube.
Yeah.
Right. Because if you have an interest in toy photography, looking to improve your camera skills, or are simply looking for inspiration,
Right.
Toytography Magazine has what you need. They offer in-depth interviews with skilled artists, tips for lighting, composition, and other areas of photography, figure posing, and working with props, an artist wall contest, and more. Their quarterly magazine is available in digital and print. I get print. Visit our website at toytographymag.com. You're also welcome to join the Toytography Magazine Facebook page, where you can share your photos, discuss tips, participate in contests, and more. We're going to see you there.
I love it. I love
I'm
just
adding
deadpan.
king of segues to my titles.
Yeah.
I think. Mm-hmm.
Normally I'd agree. That one was a little rough.
I don't know. Was it?
Every time you read it, it reminds me of Saturday Night Live when they were doing like the fancy. They do like the fancy things, but it was God, I can't think. It was like not Amanda. I don't know, but they would just be like reading the prompts, but they're doing it in a very like definitely not sex workers who got hired for this role way, and they're like, we have fancy champagne. It's like the best bubblies. Like it's I'll find it one day and I'll send it to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure I remember this.
I'll look it up now.
Whew. Anyway, was that everything, Corey?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's all for me.
Real quick from the chat, Fig Samurai says he got the Penguin Chase from Amazon and he's thrilled. Ravenous says that the Target near me is so bad with restocking figures, random stuff pops up rarely now. Well, I feel like that's a lot of Targets. And there's the dogs. We've got Random Smelly Bubble says, happy anniversary. How's it going, man? He says, give me a Punisher sequel game. That'd be kind of cool because I've been doing a lot of those like side-scrolling games.
Oh,
Is that the? I think isn't that in a collection?
The first one is, yes. It's in that collection.
Oh, okay.
That's why he brought it up.
Gotcha.
He answered his own question with the ad. Yes, you can submit your photos in the Facebook group. They do contests for every issue, and they do like a vote within the group. So
keep going.
Jamar, would you like to go, or would you like me to go?
I mean, I could go. It's gonna be very quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have anything, but I did get my dream truck. I just purchased the Ford Maverick, and I'm so happy. But yeah, that's what.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say
that's a
Cybertruck.
big weekly purchase.
Yeah, it's
Cybertruck.
exciting. It's exciting, and it's cool because it's kind of toy related because it's a small truck and it looks like a little car, or a little toy, like a little matchbox. So I love it. But yeah, that's it. I don't
I didn't know you were such a
What
truck
kind of
guy.
features does it have?
It has a truck bed. It's 4 feet. It's not really big, but it's perfect for the person who wants a truck but doesn't want a truck. If you know what I mean. I don't need to compensate, so I don't have a big truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I also meant like, do you have
Oh.
an in-dash?
Yeah,
Screen,
it's got like the
yeah.
CarPlay. It's got heated steering wheels and
I mean,
mirror.
CarPlay could be any car, really.
It has
At this point, yeah, but
it's the Lariat package, so it has like basically everything that they put in that truck. It has it in that one. So
what you're saying is as well is that you may not have anything for weekly purchases for several weeks.
well,
what I'm
there's
taking
still
away
some
from this.
things that will come up, but yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it was-
fair.
Yeah,
I
it was
just-
a lot. But no, that was my
Yeah.
exciting weekly purchase. So I'll
Hell
be
yeah.
buying his stuff for that right now. So yeah,
Yeah, it's exciting getting a new vehicle.
it is. I've been wanting this for a long time since they announced the Ford Maverick because it's like a perfect truck for me, and it only took 4 years. So
Nice,
pretty exciting.
nice.
Pretty exciting. It has air conditioning.
That's nice. Random
I've been-
smelly
Mine does,
bubble
yeah.
says it has a top, a bottom, and sides.
Well, kinda, because there's
Like
no top
what
on the.
sold me on mine was that it had a Bose system in the headrest.
Oh,
I was
This
like,
has,
I want this. Like I want this.
Bang and whatever the B&O speakers. I don't know who those are. Oh yeah, cool. That's it.
All right, so Eric
I
the Man
know that name.
is
It's
here, and
Bang and all.
Yeah.
he says, Nate, you're an inspiration to all tolerating Michael on YouTube for 4 years, and he followed that up with, had no interest in that truck, but hearing Jamar describe it makes me even less interested.
Just look it up. Look it up. It's #1 small truck in the country.
So is that like the modern version of the Ranger?
Yeah, because honestly, like you look at the Ranger, you think that's a small truck, but then you see a Ranger next to a Maverick, it's a lot
Yeah.
smaller. But it's a
Oh, wow.
unibody design, so it doesn't drive like a truck. It drives like an SUV, but with a truck bed. It was perfect.
Gotcha.
Very perfect.
And if you want like a normal, like a bigger truck, they're like so much money.
Oh,
I can't believe people pay this much money for vehicles.
F-150s are like
easy.
65,000.
As you saw
now.
in my picture, my neighbor's got one. It had to be at least 70K.
Yeah, they're insane.
That's beyond a down pay. Like that's so much. I don't even know. Like my house was only.
Yeah, but that was how many
110.
years ago now? Like,
Yeah, but it's
That's
still.
true.
I can't wrap my
Current
head around.
value of your house might be a lot higher now.
It is.
It'll be
It
4 of
is.
those
yeah,
trucks.
I looked mine up on Zillow and I was like, what? No.
Yeah, in the past like 6 months, the prices of houses is like they're like now it's worth this much, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
In the
Where
great
you're
if you
at could
sell
potentially
it,
go up even more. I don't know.
but trying to buy a new house is awful.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, we should
So-
probably get back to toys though.
Yeah, I'm sure this is
This
thrilling
is
for
all.
everybody.
This suddenly became 3 middle-aged dads, and then the guy is off to the side who's pissed because he doesn't have anything to add. He doesn't want anything to add, but
Yeah, that's fair.
Just tell me about your guys' 401k. What you guys got going on?
so what?
Yeah,
so what I
matching-
did,
Anyway,
is the
so
important
Wes
thing.
chimed in, said it's all about the massage driver chairs these days.
oh.
But anyway, so I have 2 things this week, which is first for past couple streams we've done. The first one, I had some credit with Big Bad Toy Store because I had something come in damaged, and I decided to use it to finally pick up this because it went back in stock. That is the Super 7 Mecha Godzilla.
Oh,
Man,
nice.
big he is.
He's
He's a
huge.
big boy.
And I had to heat up the elbows because they were like fused straight, and I'm like,
Of course.
I even like he never responded to me, but I was like, Nate, do his elbows bend, or is this just like molded to look like it?
Did you really?
Yeah,
I never
this
saw
was weeks ago when I got it.
No Nope, never saw it.
Yeah, I
This
was
is news
like,
to me.
I tagged you in our little chat. I'm like, Nate, does Mechagodzilla?
He even tagged me, and I didn't see it. Like, that's bad on my part. I
Yeah.
apologize.
It's okay. I got them to bend. I heated them up a little bit, and now they bend. But yeah, I this figure's great. I'm excited just to have a Mechagodzilla figure because like NECA never did villains, and granted, I am very curious to see what Haya Toys does because that stuff it looks like pretty legit. But he's got his little
Yeah.
home over here on the Godzilla shelf. He is taller than the '89 Biolante Godzilla.
Technically, and I don't know if they'll keep this scale because I haven't compared it with the Destroyer one because I don't think so. But technically, he was bigger from Ghidorah on.
Okay.
So in Biolante, he was not as big as he would be.
So this other thing I got is something that I him and hawed about last year until it finally became unavailable, and then of course I was like, God damn it! But it randomly went up on Ami a week or so ago. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna let it slip away again, especially with con exclusives coming up in this season. And I haven't had a chance to open it yet because I've been moving. Picked up the Evil Ryu from Jada
yeah.
Toys.
Oh,
So I'm
Nice.
excited to finally have this. I'm probably gonna open it here while we're still chatting, if I can get the sleeve off. But yeah, it was one of those things that popped up. It was pretty much a little bit over retail after shipping, just because overseas. But the compared to what the aftermarket is on it right now, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. But yeah, like because with like the extra
Very cool.
pieces, the breakable signs, and with Violent Ken coming out, I was like, okay, I have to do it. So yeah, those were my purchases for the week.
Nice.
Nate, what you got?
Oh, that means I'm up. I'm the last one left.
You're
Okay.
always last, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought I didn't have a lot, and I don't have a lot. I had like two other things though that kind of popped up, and I was like, oh, I could show these off too. So this one I want to show because I did buy it off eBay in a panic when I realized that I didn't have it. But I also wanted to show it because Michael made the comment about or I snapped at him and said something, yelling at him about who would stock their cantina with Power of the Force 2 figures. But I did pick up a Power of the Force 2 set because I didn't have this muff tack. And so I was like, shit. And so I grabbed it before they started to go up in price because I think they did like one other version, but it was the same mold, just different color. And then they did the one from Clone Wars of that species that it's not right. It's too skinny. Although he's not really supposed to be that fat, but I also wanted the little bat guy.
Abe.
Yeah, because like no matter what, even Power of the Force, he looks pretty legit. Like the articulation sucks, but for him just standing there, he's fine. So
the only other way you could get Move-Tech was wasn't it a Toys R Us, like one of those junkie packs?
Probably.
Packs?
Probably. Yeah, some of that stuff I have no idea. Like where they ended up because like the late 2000s, the late like 2007 to 12 was some wild times that we took for granted, obviously.
Totally. I wish I could go back and be like, Corey, don't buy Marvel Legends right now. They're not going to be worth anything.
Yeah.
Buy
have way better
Star Wars
ones.
figures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of those Star Wars figures are like $800 a piece now.
Right. This is not directly toy related, but I did want to show it because I did get it this week. I think I pre-ordered it right when the movie came out, but I did get my Godzilla -1 soundtrack. So cool cover, but the gatefold is even better.
I like that one part when it's like bum bum bum.
Yeah. So it's all there. So yeah. I have most of the Godzilla soundtracks in various ways throughout the years. But all right, so then the main stuff, what was that now? Almost 2 weeks ago, I went to Toyhio, which was a big show around here. Well, not really around here. It was quite a bit of ways. Over near Youngstown, but I was the only one of us to go casually. Corey was set up. And but it was fun because I got to take my kid and my niece, which was fun. And they found a lot of cool stuff. I only bought one thing, but it was awesome. And it's this guy, and I don't even remember his name. But it's the dog thing that lives at Jabba's palace. Well, I shouldn't say that he
Okay.
lives there. I don't know that he lives there. Maybe somebody just brought him.
Captured.
Yeah, he's like down at the bottom of the stairs, and then when somebody
Yeah.
comes down the stairs, he's like, "Whoa, whoa." So, does anybody want to take a guess how much I paid for this, though? Not Corey, because I think I told him.
Say like
$3.
Ooh, good guess.
I was gonna say 10.
Okay. Yeah, it was 50. So
Jesus, you paid
Yeah.
$50 for him?
he's a rare piece. Yeah, this is the only thing I bought, and honestly, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. To get something that I've been missing for a long time. This is from a very rare multi-pack that was around. It's after Attack of the Clones because I think it was in that blue packaging. But it had him, a Bomar monk, and some other weird tongue thing that was in Jabba's palace. And that pack is insane money.
I think there's a single release. There's a single release of him.
Of this guy?
Yeah.
Either way, he's hard to get.
We were far off from there.
Yeah. But then I did get two things. Well, I shouldn't say two things in the mail because one came from the mail, but I didn't get it in the mail. But I got this from Amazon this week, and that was the Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Insecticons Barrage and Chop Chop.
Ooh.
Chop Chop. So these are just a few of the remaining Transformers that I've been wanting to get. So these ones are awesome. So there he is.
I'm sorry, but are those the ones that Bandai like had a they were like, you can't make these? Okay.
Yep. So there's only of the four. There's only one of them left that they need to do to update. Now this is something I really like about Transformers and Transformer collecting. Corey, I don't know if you like this because this is from a newbie more than a seasoned pro, but I always kind of enjoy like when they do these extensive retools just to see how they use existing designs and turn it into a whole nother character, which clearly these two are both from the same, but they're different enough, but they're essentially tooled from the same figure.
Not gonna lie, at first I thought the brown one was the tank version of like the mold of the tank version of Megatron because he has those big antlers.
Yep. Yeah, they're actually mandibles because he's an Insecticon. But I'm excited to get these because these are ones I didn't think we would get because of what Corey was talking about, because these were actually licensed from a different toy line in Japan for the original Transformers line, and so like Takara Tomy didn't own them, so they didn't appear in the cartoon, they didn't appear in comics, and getting updates were less likely. The last thing I got though, you guys got to hear me boo-hoo about it for a while. I don't think nearly as much as some of my other friends, but a friend of mine came through because he decided he didn't want it at the last minute, so I got my ferret.
Ooh, nice.
With driver, and I did open her up, and it is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. So, did you not get this, Corey?
I did, but it's just like kind of sitting in a box.
Oh, okay.
I haven't to even check them out yet.
Yep, they're cool. I love it. And I may have another one coming. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. There's
like ready for paintball.
Like from
someone definitely.
Else, or like
yeah, it's a whole thing. We'll get to it when it happens.
Oh, okay.
If it happens, because it's become a whole thing. Yeah, and it's cool though because her motocross helmet actually has like fangs on it. It's really hard to tell. Yeah, but it's cool. I like the idea of this. I mean, if you're like a hardcore purist or whatever, you can, definitely swap this out. You can put the twins on there or something else, and you could probably sell this figure for like $60 right now because people are kind of freaking out over it because this thing was a Pulse exclusive. So, yeah, but I like it. It's very cool. And now I just need to track down the Tiger Force version when it comes into Target because I missed that pre-order as well. So the only thing I will say, real quick, I'm a little bummed this piece on the back doesn't open up like on the old one, but oh well, I get it. Not that big of a deal.
Right, because that thing's like almost 3 times the size of the old one, so it definitely.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah.
I like we were talking about before we went on the air, like almost like seeing Hasbro's bluffs. I'll be very interested to see some of these classifieds things that have sold out immensely quick. I wonder if those are gonna show back up somewhere, because like that sold out crazy quick. The Tiger Force one sold out crazy quick.
Right.
And then there was one other one where I was just like, really? Like, I don't feel like that many people would have bought that. But yeah, you're right. The purists, but in the same time, the purist, I don't know if you're a purist G.I. Joe fan, maybe Classifieds isn't for you because they take a lot of liberties.
They do. They do. And the more liberties, but, honestly, I love. So
you're right. Right. I am super stoked when they start making weird vehicles, though. I'm all about like the weirder stuff. Like I want to see a swamp skimmer or like a thunder machine. I want to see like
absolutely, and if nothing else, like Zanzibar's little skier thing, like those are really, I'm not gonna say easy for them, but they are lesser cost for them to do. That could be like a $45, price point figure or whatever. So yeah, I would love to. I really wish they would have waited and done Zartan on a swamp skier, but that part of him always seems to get forgotten about.
Well, they came out with 3 decos of him already.
I know. That's why, like,
definitely could have made one.
Right.
Right. Whatever.
But yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Yeah, that's it for me.
Cool. Sorry, I got distracted because this energy effect looks like it has a foreskin. It was kind of weird.
Just kind of like a tip of a dick.
You guys snip it.
When he shoots it, he goes, dick tip!
That's my favorite part of the game.
So this is like cool, but also a pain in the ass because they went through the effort of making it so you can't really see it actually has like grain, like wood, like molding that like fits in perfect, but it relies on like physics to stay together. So at the slightest like little oomph, it falls apart. I wish there would been like maybe some sort of like peg or something to like keep it, but like you have to like keep.
But they wanted to keep realism though, because if there's a peg, you wouldn't necessarily be able to take as cool pictures. Because if you have an interest in point photography, looking to improve your camera skills, or simply looking for inspiration, Toytography Magazine has what you need.
Well, you know what? That'd be great if only there was somebody who had an article in the magazine with tips and tricks for photoshopping things out of your pictures.
You.
That is me.
It's you.
Because in June's issue, which you can purchase now on their website, I have an article in, and it's available. You can order it digital or physical. Link in description below. Or if you don't want to deal with the rest of the magazine for some reason, which is a shame because it's really cool, you can head over to our Patreon, and at the end of the week here, I will be posting the article in there. So we've got that going for us. Patreon, link in description below, patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair. But anyway, yeah, I got distracted. But no, like, it's really cool. It's just a pain that if, like, you want to have them both, because this one's just solid. If you want to have them both like that, if you put it on your shelf, if any sort of, like, small breeze comes in, it's going to crumble. But it's still cool that they went through the effort of, like, making it do all that. Yeah, no, this figure's awesome. Like, I already knew it was because the Ryu was awesome to begin with, but I'm glad that this went up as a reissue. I'm not sure if it's coming to the States or why it was on Ami Ami, but I ain't gonna complain.
So I just noticed something on this cable figure that it's definitely gonna bug some people.
What's that?
You got You got invisible joints now, which has become the norm, right, for the legs, right? And I've said multiple times, like, I think invisible joints should be like a norm in our one episode, but I don't necessarily care for it. Like, if pegs are there, pegs are there. Like, I don't really
Don't even think about
care.
it.
I don't care that much, but this is going to bug people because so you got robotic arm, like no pegs, then pegs
on the
on
normal
one
arm. That's the wild part.
That's such bullshit.
Because you know they had to
Like,
sculpt a new arm for that robot one.
So that's why it's pinless, because they used some old arm for his arm.
But it's just like,
Weird.
Oh yeah,
really?
that's gonna like really drive people crazy, like especially like people who do like pictures and stuff. Like if you have an interest in toy photography, looking to improve your camera skills, or simply looking for inspiration, Toytography magazine has what you need.
Oh my goodness.
laying it on thick.
Yep.
But the Squadron Supreme set did something similar, but it's just like,
Yeah,
they really need to pick a lane and just stick with it. Like, if you got to remold an arm that's old, then you got to do it. Like, Jesus Christ. That is kind of goofy to me. Like, so the old Squadron Supreme set is really funny because I remember, I think it's Hyperion and who came with him?
Vaporeon.
Yeah.
Oh, not Pokemon?
Not Pokemon.
Oh, okay. No, I'm out.
But whoever came with him, one of them had pegs for the arm, invisible pegs for the legs, and the other one had invisible pegs for the legs. And it was like the backward. I was like, why would you package these two figures together? It's just, that's kind of bonkers to me.
Yeah.
All right. Let me hit...
Michael just realized he's still hosting this show.
No,
It's like
I was
shit.
I was reading through chat. I was also trying to pre-read the fake podcasts. There's probably one part in there that you may not want to read, so you might want to pre-read it too.
okay.
We're
Don't
getting
be afraid.
censored.
So let's see. We've got Chris Allen. I saw what my house was worth and my head exploded. Eric the Meh. Michael doesn't have a 401k. He has dioramas under the mattress. Accurate. Random Smelly Bubble. I didn't expect Earl in his Captain Impressive to be so good. Oh, the dinosaur. I was like, Captain Impressive. He's the dad T-Rex from the dinosaurs. Yeah. Random Smelly Bubble also said Evil Ryu. Yes. Wes says Michael thinks a 401k is a candy bar. Is there a candy bar called 401k?
No, that's the joke.
There
You
should
thought
be.
401k is a candy bar.
It is?
I mean, maybe you're talking about $100,000.
No.
You know, to get $100,000.
Well, I'm just saying,
and
why would I
retire.
think that's a candy bar? Like, unless there's a
Because
candy
you
bar.
don't know what a 401k is. So he's saying, like,
I don't know. I feel like that's got to be something better than a candy bar. So why would I think that it'd be a candy bar? Because
I don't know, but I feel like we need to make it.
I'm so confused.
I am too.
Well, you do know what a 401k is, though,
Yes, I
right?
do.
Okay. I was just making sure because it seemed like you were saying, why would he call it a candy bar? Is it a candy bar?
No,
And so
I'm
like,
asking if there's a candy bar called that. Because I like Corey mentioned. I knew there was one that was called like something, and Corey mentioned it. The 1
100
grand,
grand.
100 grand. So I
You
wasn't
guys
sure
talking
if there
about
was.
the candy bar?
Yeah, the candy bar 401k.
Oh, is that like a Kit Kat?
I'm glad I'm not the only person confused. Anyway, random smelly bubble. I'll do unspeakable things for that evil Ryu. Check Ami Ami, man. They may still have it. He says,
Dude,
what?
let him do unspeakable things. What the fuck, man? Dude. You're just like, well, let me tell you where to get it. I'm not capitalizing on the moment here. Opportunity knocks, and you're in a different room.
Oh my god.
You're like, I got this person to do some crazy shit for this figure.
Listen, Nate, we already discussed all the Wendy's dumpster stuff. Like, it's all good. Random Smelly Bubble also said $50 at your alien dog for your Jabba's palace. which then
Yeah.
Wes followed up with 50 is cheap, good for Nate.
Yeah. He kind of also looks like a turd. Like if you sit him on the floor.
Well, so does
Is it-
Jabba. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Trauma.
No doubt. No doubt.
He's got no legs, no back legs.
his name should be Lieutenant Dan.
You got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
George
I
Lucas.
mean, that's
is
what
like,
he's named for me.
This
'Cause,
is
like,
Lieutenant
I'm
Dan.
also, I'm one of those Star Wars fans where like I've loved it for my whole life, but like I don't know everything I'm supposed to. Like, I don't know what every species is called. I don't know what, serial, or what like series the clone troopers blasters are. Like, I don't know that shit. I don't care. It's cool if people do. Like, that's their thing. That's your thing. But I don't give a shit.
They went super hard with the clone trooper thing, and I was like, oh, you're going down a path I can't follow, because
Yeah.
it's like it's uninteresting to me to be like, which model of clone trooper had this helmet? It's like, so what?
I disagree, but that's me. Like, that's me. I get it. Like, I do know a lot about the clones themselves, but I pick and choose what I like, and I don't think that you have to know it all or like it all. Well, that's a whole other subject about liking it all. I don't understand a 50-year franchise that people love everything.
Yeah.
So why we're suddenly think that Star Wars is different?
Is there a Star Wars quiz game? Because I think that would be fun.
I mean,
Trivial Pursuit,
Trivial
but
Pursuit,
like,
but it's like
yeah.
30 years old.
I
Yeah.
have that. I have that Trivial Pursuit, and I remember being like, "This is dog shit," because it was exciting because they had like stuff from the prequels, but the questions were like, "Who's the makeup designer for this alien?" And I was like, "What? That's not a fun question."
I am more likely to know that kind of information more than what like alien species that character is.
That's
both
impressive.
are still impressive.
Like, I don't. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
both
that I
sides
do.
of this coin.
I wouldn't even know the actor.
Right.
Who played
No, I'm just
the
saying you like what
alien.
you like. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like what you like. Like I'm interested in behind the scenes stuff, more interested than I am in necessarily in world, stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although I would love a actual like in universe history book. I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
All right, I'm gonna stop now.
It could be like a straight up what you would learn in school kind of.
Right.
Like, that'd be kind of.
I remember when I was in elementary school, I think it was, or maybe middle school, they had books where it was like all of the ships from Star Wars, and they would even which manufacturing companies made them and why they stopped making certain models. And dude, my little kid brain would like just explode, it's like with fake information. And it was like, listening to something in our reality, like of how tanks are built. I'd be like, this is so boring. But you put that tank in outer space and you tell me that, it was the third model of a certain, era. I would be like, back then it was just like, oh, this is so good. But clone trooper thing, I bowed out of.
I get it. Like, it's not for everyone. That's the one thing from the prequels that I do enjoy a lot is the clones.
What's that joke with all the AT-ATs? Like, people were like making fun of the walker that was in Rogue One. Everybody's making fun of it because they were like, "Why? How come that thing blew up so easily?" And everybody all the Star Wars nerds had to get online and be like, "That was a cargo transport."
Yeah.
I know you remember that because I'm pretty sure you were in that argument.
I bought one.
Oh God.
But I don't know that I was in on that argument.
Anyway, Random Smelly Bubble says, gotta go, fellas. Have a good evening. Have a good night, man.
Well, we're almost done. You're gonna miss Corey's titties.
Eric the Mess says, Nate is all about laying on thick. Northern Nomad says, what up, suckers? How's it going, man? Chris Allen, that's right, 100 grand is a candy bar. Eric the Mad, Jamar described that joke the same way he described his truck. Northern Nomad.
This needs explanation.
Corey, how is that McFarlane Superman?
Oh, it's awesome.
Looks
He's
amazing.
Definitely my favorite one out of the group, even though it's just the same
Invincible.
body type over and over. You know,
Yeah.
he's pulling a like Hasbro or anybody else. You know, you find a solid body type for these things, and it's like, why change? Why would you?
Right.
change?
Well, like, what else do you need?
Yeah,
you
you don't need anything else. But I don't know. I just like his colors. I wish I could get the red one, but
I feel sort of incomplete.
I just don't get it. Like, if this was Hasbro, you'd be like, it's time to update this body. Why are we using the same body? But, like, McFarlane does it, and it's just like, he's got...
There has been a time where I have said, update a Hasbro body. Never, ever. And I just said before we started, I said that I wasn't buying the new Shield 3-pack because I'm totally cool with those old Hasbro 3-packs. Like, I don't need to pay $75 for new Nick Fury, new Dum Dum Dugan, and other guy. I don't even remember who it was.
That's what's her name?
Oh, Sharon.
Fiona.
Oh, yeah,
Sharon.
Yeah.
Tropic of Charisse.
All right, well, if we don't have anything else, we'll, sorry, I'm playing for
We're
you.
looking to you, man.
I was
You're
expecting
the-
you guys to keep talking. I was like, I'll just keep playing
Oh,
for
you're
you.
just like, you didn't play with my toys now.
Yeah.
I know.
I haven't gotten to
You're
open
so
them. Usually I've opened
Oh,
things and
I-
played with them before the show, and I didn't get to do that this time, so I'm just like, even though it's the same fucking figure I've had before, it's just, I don't know, it's a really good figure. Jada really,
It's different
is telling me.
colors.
It's a different color. Well, yeah, anyway, thank you
Hey,
for joining us. What?
I'm gonna have a hot take here on
Oh,
Marvel
God.
Legends. So if anybody collects Marvel Legends, I'm gonna piss everyone off. I like the Bucky Cap body.
The old one?
I like the old one. I like it.
Good for you.
It's fine.
I
It's
don't know
just-
why there's so much hate for
it's
that
just-
body.
I just think it got used too much. The mold was weakening. Like, it started to lose detail.
Oh,
Otherwise, it's great. It was great. How many
gotcha.
figures do you think we got with it?
47. That should have been,
Yeah, but I don't have the answer.
sure someone on Reddit has the answer. Wikipedia
Yeah,
somewhere.
could be.
I can look it up so the next time you use it,
I'm
do it.
old, so I don't understand Reddit really. So,
No, here's the thing. You are old, so you would understand Reddit.
Yeah, it's the
You
opposite.
used
Oh.
forums back in the day.
Yeah.
Reddit is just
Oh.
like forums.
It's hard for me to like understand though because I start scrolling in what I think is still the same topic, and I'm like, what are
Yeah.
these talking about? So then I just give up because
It does
my
kind of get
old-
unhinged. It's like Google, where if once you go too many pages deep, you don't know what you're getting into. Once you go too many responses down in a thread, you're lost.
That's what I live for.
All right.
Good comment section.
it's
Well,
like when you go to the hub and just like go to like page like 6,000 for the fun of it, just to see what's there, because you
see
only
a
look at
video
the
and
first
you're
20.
Damn, I already saw this one.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool to go back like 5 years to like what you were watching back then?
That'd be interesting.
I mean, but how far back is that in the?
The thousands and thousands. It is weird that there's like new videos every day. It's like it's kind of this, like we get it, but gotta
So-
keep the industry going.
it was funny the other day I was I have
You were
the older GI Joe figures, the
Oh, okay.
figure
Oh, okay.
subscription figures,
Yeah.
and
Let's say
the
we're
one
still
figure
alive here.
Recoil has like a gun that comes with like a kickstand. And years ago, when I opened that figure, I lost that kickstand like immediately.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
it was just like you're airborne, just gone. Right? I'm pretty sure one of my dogs ate it, but I was like, oh well, these figure subscription figures all use parts from other figures. So I'll just find out where that gun came from. And the only other figure that it came with was one of those direct to consumer GI Joe figures. And I was like, crap, I still got to pay like $30 if I want this piece. So I just gave up, right? Well, just like 2 weeks ago, I was rearranging my GI Joes, and I was like, man, I never found that piece. I was like, I'll look up that piece again, right? And it found on his tank, it found a thread, and it had a person talking about that piece. And I was like, oh, this person had the same problem. And I clicked on it, and I was like, motherfucker, it's me.
I've done that.
I've done going.
That's awesome.
It's like I read my post and I went, that's the same problem I have. And then I went, oh geez, that's my username for his tank that I haven't used in like 7 years. So dumb.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I found a review on Amazon from like this band that I had found, and I was like, oh, this is cool, this review. And I read the whole review, and I was like, this is a good review. And then I was like, oh shit, it's mine.
Oh my God, fucking old folks home here.
It was good writing though, but it was like, I was like, damn, I should have wrote more album reviews.
Well, on that wonderful note, thank you everyone for an amazing 4 years. Hopefully we have much more than 4 more. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this live stream, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out, get tutorial content in your feed. Now that I'm getting set up in the new studio, we'll be able to get back to having more content than just the live stream here forward. Tons of stuff planned, so stay tuned. As mentioned before, if you'd like, you can also go to patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair. Link in the description below. It's $1 tier, gets you any pre-recorded videos that we do early. You'll get any photos I take early. Some will be exclusive to the Patreon. You get to have episode input for the podcast. You get to submit fake podcasts for Nate at the end of each live stream. You'll get to see my articles for the Toytography magazine, all sorts of stuff. So check that out. We greatly appreciate it. You can check us out Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. You can check Jamar out over at kick.Jamar_games/TV hut hike. I don't know. Corey, where can everyone find you?
At Vile Consumption on Facebook or Instagram, mostly, but I'm on all of the other whatever they are things, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Just recently I posted Chatterbait, just Vile Consumption on Chatterbait, see what you get. Just recently I posted a new picture. I'm doing some drawings based off of action figures. Today's was 1991 Kenner's Swamp Thing. Great toy line. So check me out.
Awesome. Links in the description below for all of Corey's stuff. Nate, what do you have for us?
You can hit me up at Nate at abstinenceiscool.com. Oh no, wait! I was gonna do Virginity Rocks. Damn it! I ruined my own joke.
Because you're
all
unpunched.
Right, well, yeah.
Available at tpoke.com/Modern Toy Fair, I think.
Yeah, let's go with that. All right, so I think this might be the last one of these. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's the grand finale?
The way it's titled, it could be, or we could just go into a new beginning situation in 2 weeks. So we've got Corey's Titties, Part 17. Sukma Taint sells out, and this is from Sukma Taint. In this latest and hopefully last installment of the Corey Titties Extended Universe, Corey gets even more titties. They are the man who watches softcore porn in hospitals, the man who isn't afraid to dethrone a few children to assume the crown of toy collecting, the man who's interested in toy photography but doesn't know where to start and needs inspiration. So he subscribes to Toy Photography magazine at toytographymag.com. That's such a good one.
Especially the way the episode's been going, that every 5 minutes you've been like...
I love that that's in there, because it just fits with the whole thing.
Yes.
All right. The man who stopped fucking chickens with the help of a licensed therapist at BetterHelp.com, where
Not
modern
sponsored.
Toy Fair fans can use promo code Feathered Friends for 20% off the first session. And lastly, the man who likes his Superman with a little extra junk in their trunk. Because Corey's Anaconda don't want none unless Clark Kent got buns, hun. And you like buns with other fine baked goods, Panera Bread has you covered. Mention coupon code Fake Podcast for a free panini with $10 purchase.
I love that. I love everything about that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was great.
But he sold out, so this could be the end. I don't know.
I feel like once you sell
let's
it, that's
see
just the
that.
beginning. It's like jumping.
Ooh, got a little under cheek there,
Well then.
coming out of his girdle there.
I will
I
say one
like
thing
it.
I discovered that I don't like about the like age of the weird like rubber diaper pelvis
Yeah.
is on some of the figures like the Casey Jones from NECA, if you have him posed like in a certain way so it's like folded up a little bit, it stays in that position when you
Yeah.
So when I was packing things up, like I'm like, well,
Yep.
now he's got little shorts over his legs now.
Yep.
You got to like reheat it back up and let it like reform or whatever. Yeah, I don't quite understand the diapery type situation, because doesn't it seem like a whole lot more engineering like that I guess that's to like hide engineering that's underneath there, but doesn't that just seem like a lot more, you're just putting more on it for
I think it's because with the like
just
plastic
do it.
plastic pelvises, they have to have all the innards that interconnect with each other. With the diaper, it's just one piece they put it over, and all they have to do is have the dumbbell for the hips.
Yeah, but they just need to do this. Like really,
I agree.
like
But
I feel like in like 10 years, all of these figures, like the rubber, what if the rubber rots out on the or
Superman, your
No,
crotch
It's
is rotten.
definitely a concern.
rotten crotch?
Rot.
Well, if you have rotten crotch, you can go to
Toytography, man.
All right, guys. Well, on that note, hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel.
Wait,
Thank
you hope
for
you
watching.
see us?
No, them, not you.
Oh.
So
Like,
we're not
This is a choice?
here next week?
You are. Yes, we are here next week.
Oh, I thought you were just doing it with them.
No,
Oh, wait. Are we here next week? Because that's a holiday, bro.
no, it's not. The holiday's on Thursday.
July. Holiday pre-holiday.
No.
It's when you
I got
decide
an
to.
early cutoff at my work on next Wednesday. Like, we're done at 3.
That's nice.
This isn't like we're not clocking in.
Yeah.
Like you don't get vacation days off of your podcast.
Well, hopefully we'll see you
Where
next
I
week.
work.
Same toy
I
time,
need to
same
check
Toy
my
Fair
job
channel.
offer.
Thank you for watching.